Well, how would you sum up the experience of your first home game in this building?
Yeah, it was a blast. Obviously, starting on the road there for a week, but to be able to get a home game in and be able to score and contribute in a win, it's a really special night.
Contributing again, what does that do for your ability to just build chemistry with the guys and feel like you're fitting in well?
Yeah, I think anytime you win hockey games and when you're scoring goals and contributing, like you said, you're going to feel good about yourself. So just taking it a day at a time. The guys have been great and welcoming so far, and it's been fun.
What did you learn about your goaltender in the third period?
He played well. I mean, we got a little bit squirrely there at the end, but he's a great goalie. Obviously, we all know that, so it's big to have him for us.
What did you think of the progression from the group from the first period through the third?
I thought it was good. Coming off a break, you want to be sharp and have those details and get them back quickly. Overall, I thought we did a pretty good job.
Had you ever really been a part of something like this where half the team is kind of gone and you guys are practicing without them and then they just kind of join the team and start playing again? Because it seems like it's a really unique situation.
Yeah, definitely, especially to have so many guys that left from us. So it's like you said, it was unique, but you just prepare the best you can, and I thought we did a good job tonight.
You've been in a number of dressing rooms. What sticks out to you about this team?
It's still early, but I think it's the swagger of it. Everyone's excited. We have a great hockey team. You can see it through the way the guys act, and it's fun to be a part of.
Thanks, Brandon.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm so sorry. Since I stepped on your shoe, I have to hit them. It's just fall out of the fair. He scuffed it up. I'm not doing it for him. No, I'm not. Listen, I don't do this work for him. He chose to go to the fucking Rebel League. That's all he did. I don't know why you would choose to go watch that garbage.
Wait, can you say that again for the camera?
Oh.
Yeah, listen, I don't know why anyone would go watch UNLV hoops. How's that?
Hey.
Low mid-major.
How do you describe that third period? How did it feel progression from the first through the third pretty good?
Yeah, I guess kind of a slow build up for me. I think I got more shots each period, but yeah, I thought our guys did a great job, especially after that many days off, to kind of just play as detailed as we could. And yeah, we had a few big blocks at the end, a few desperation plays by a lot of guys in our lineup, and yeah, that's what it takes to win in this league. So kudos to us.
That scrum in the third where you lose your stick and you have to still make a couple of saves. Can you kind of just walk us through what you kind of saw through that whole ordeal there?
Yeah, I wanted to try and get my stick, but didn't have the chance there. So yeah, I don't know, just trying to find my position, stay on my feet, and yeah, just try and get a whistle as soon as I could. And yeah, I was lucky enough to swallow that one up between my chest.
It seems pretty obvious to us that their goal wasn't going to count when I think it was Bluger who kind of bumped into you. But when something like that happens, are you always pretty confident that it wasn't going to count, or is there always that maybe seeded doubt?
Live, I'm not 100% sure, just because I don't know if I know he runs into me and falls down and that, but I don't know if my D-man pushed him into me or not, right? Because I'm watching the puck on the play. So yeah, I'm not sure, but once I saw the replay the first time, I was pretty confident that it wasn't going to count.
What have the last couple of weeks been like for you? Obviously, you probably wanted to win, but to be able to kind of go through that experience in the tournament, just what the last couple of weeks been like for you?
Yeah, no, it's been a great learning experience for me. Going to Four Nations and being with that group of guys, that coaching staff, the Hockey Canada culture, it was special. So it's something I'll remember forever. And getting to skate with those guys every day in practice was a treat. So it was fun being on the ice with some of the best talent in the world. So yeah, no, I think it was great for me. And yeah, just a great time.
I was going to say, with the talent on that roster, was it easy to kind of stay loose during practice days and whatnot, keep yourself engaged throughout that time?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then we would always do like little breakaway competitions or whatever at the end of practice. So, no, it was pretty fun.
How did you feel early in tonight's game? Like, obviously you hadn't had a game in a while, but you were practicing with, like, some of the guys.
Yeah, no, I felt fine. Yeah, I feel like got to play the puck quite a bit early, which is always nice. Get a little feel for the game. But yeah, I thought like our guys, we started off the game great. That first period, we controlled the flow of the play, and yeah, big win.
There's a point Braden McNabb lost his skate blade and he was standing on one leg for about 20 seconds in front of you.
Yeah.
Were you aware that he was?
Oh yeah, Joe, the puck hit his skate and came off right away, and their guys were yelling that we had a guy without steel. So yeah, when he was trying to go to the bench there, I gave him a little shove to try and help him. Maybe next time we talk about it after. You should go on his knees and give him a better push instead of him trying to bounce while I push him. But no, funny scenario there. But yeah, we got the puck down and it was a big play there.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Most helpless people.
Yeah, I couldn't have to skate with one blade.
Like family.
Ah, biggest caveman. I should, yeah, you think so? Like Captain Caveman.
Shit, one of my dude, and then give him trying to give him a physical to
Captain Caveman.
Are you old enough to remember Captain Caveman? No. Oh, man. I know Ashley.
Quit dating us old guys.
Okay, Robbie remembers, yeah. He was like a big hairball, and he would hold his club up and he'd go, Captain Caveman. Yeah, I should talk to him about being caveman. Yeah. Listen, man, go on 2E and. Yeah.
like a cartoon.
Yeah, it was like Saturday morning cartoon in the 80s. God. Before like everyone in this little area was born. What was the 1990s Nickelodeon?
Are you afraid of dogs? Temple of Doom.
I remember that.
You know, I remember.
Hey dude, yeah.
Hey, dude, I used to watch that.
Can't salute your shorts.
Salute your shorts. I remember that.
I don't think I ever watched that.
The Adventures of Pete and Pete. I remember that too. Pete and Pete. The redhead kid.
Thank you for watching the live feed. Press the like button, press that share, drop a comment. We'll go from there. Greatly appreciate you guys.
Mr. Ed.
Make sure you share the live feed.
Rugrats, okay. I used to have a Rugrats t-shirt.
What about Hey
It had
Arnold?
Reptar on it. Yeah. I think I got it at like Macy's. Yeah.
So where's it going?
My Reptar t-shirt. No.
That was later on. That was like around 2000.
There's a Vegas one.
I thought they went to Paris.
There's a Paris one for sure.
Oh, yeah,
Questions for Caden?
For the Cade Man.
You actually said it.
You dared me.
You said you just wanted to go in and play confident. Did you feel like that's what you did tonight?
Yeah, I think so for the most part. The first period was a little bit rusty, but then after that, kind of flipped a little bit better every shift. So I was happy with it.
What part of your game were you most proud of?
Just solid plays, I think, and like I said, every time Navar's easy to play with. So just listen to his reads and kind of worked out tonight. So
How have you been able to kind of develop that stay ready mentality throughout the season?
well, the coaches do a great job with us in practice. So yeah, I felt good going right into it.
Feels like there's going to be a real opportunity for you to get a lot of playing time down the stretch here. So what do you feel you need to do in order to maintain that spot in the lineup?
I think nothing really changes for me. You know, kind of same mindset every day, work hard every day, and just kind of hope for the best there.
What do you think of the team build progression from the first period through the third? You said it was a little slow to start, but how quickly do you feel you guys were able to kind of snap through that?
Yeah, I mean, I thought for the most part we were kind of controlling the game there, and kind of took us a little bit to find some offense, but finally happened there in the third there.
How important is it to keep it simple when you're coming off like the long layoffs and not playing a lot of games and a lot of time? How important is it to keep it simple?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of part of my game right now. And, so as I gain more trust in myself and trust with Navarro out there, I think that'll come.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
That's what Bruce up shortly.
Hey man, that's like the triple dog. Yeah, they go
Make sure you got your non-slip shoes on. Make sure you get your non-slip shoes on. I'm out for the year.
Somebody took my seat. Did I take your seat? No, you didn't. I stuck with you.
Oh.
Nebraska's coming up, lost revenue from
Yeah.
So they cancel the season. Would that help you with revenue? It doesn't make any sense to me.
New York, yes,
Please like and share the video.
That makes no sense to me. You didn't see. Oh, BYU be there. My son went here to state for years. He's a UNC student now, but he's still in Arizona State. I am so thrilled. Yeah. And they're they got this offense. It was like they were struggling a little bit at LSU. All of a sudden,
I know.
it's just
No.
Open up to questions for Bruce. Please wait for the mic, say your name, affiliation. We'll take two off the top from Chris. Go to Danny.
Yeah, hey Bruce, Chris Chapman, Fox Sports Las Vegas postgame show. First off, congratulations on the victory the other night. But was this game about what you expected after this long pause?
I didn't know what to expect, to be honest, and thanks for the shout out there. Looking around the league tonight, we played one of the last games, so you're looking at some bigger scores in certain places, other ones were a little lower. So you don't know how the players are gonna react, especially, you know, I wasn't here for the practices for the most part. I liked our morning skate a lot. I thought guys had good zip. It showed in our start. In the second period, I thought Lankinen held them in, to be honest with you, early on. I thought it had some really good looks. And Hilly had to do the same in the third. The kind of bent, didn't break, but, you know, had to start killing some penalties too that they did in the first period. So, at the end of the day, a little fatigue sets in on the end of your shifts if you get stuck, and that's what I saw with both teams. They got stuck a few times. The second period in the ice, like 3-4 times in a row they were. And that's what happened with us in the third. We got stuck out there a little bit, lose a couple D in the box for a, coincidental minors. So now there's guys get taxed. So that's what I saw on both sides. Listen, if you manage the puck, manage your shift length, usually you can get through these types of games. So you start getting back to your game mode. And you know, both teams at time kind of lost that, and it showed that, you know, just couldn't quite get it back as quick as it maybe normally would.
Brandon Saad comes in, new team, has a few games, then there's this break. He gets the game winner tonight, but what has he done to kind of just mesh with this team so quickly and become now looks like a big part of what you guys are looking to
Listen,
do?
I'd say he's just been himself. He's been in the league a long time. He knows what he needs to do to be successful. He uses pace, forecheck well, have a good stick. You know, he tends to play a pretty direct game up and down the wing. He's not all over the ice, not one of those guys. And he'll contribute on special teams. We've talked about that. Our first unit takes up a big chunk of the power play. Could be on the second. He fell into that in Boston. We're trying to use him on the kill. Looking at Lavoie on the power play a little bit, that's something he brought on his resume from the American League. We want to see if that translates here. So there's a bit of that. And he's been great, a good pro, practices well. I think he fits in well the line he's in right now. He knows that it may change, you know, depending on health and what happens down the road. But just a consistent, he's a, you know, that 14, 15-minute guy, and that's what we're honest about. That's probably what you, similar role here, but you'll get opportunities to play with good players. Moving Stone away from Jack allows us to balance the lines, and having him with Howie and Saad, or Carly and Saad when he's healthy, that, you know, so we had good opportunity. I think that was important to him to have a team to come to that has a chance, and he believes that. We all believe that. So you throw all those things together, and that's what allowed us to bring him into Vegas in the first place, and now he's seen it firsthand. That's what we're doing. We're following up on that, and I think he sees a good hockey team, and, you know, has a chance to win every night, and he has a chance to win it all. I mean, he wouldn't know that immediately, but I think he's seen part of that. The team plays a certain way. That 2 years ago we finished the last team standing, so he understands that, and that's what he wants. And so it's a good marriage for us, because we were looking for a little veteran type of guy to help us out. We found him.
Yeah. Bruce, Danny Webster, Las Vegas Regional. He talked this morning about how Aiden might be a wild card just because he hasn't played in a long time. But seeing him throughout the tournament, how much did you talk to him about kind of making sure that he stayed engaged throughout? Because obviously he probably wants to go and he wants to play, but not getting the chance to. Did you have conversations with him during that time, and just the way that he was able to keep himself upbeat and motivated?
No, I think once you're there, the only conversation was, you know, be ready. You might find yourself in the net quickly, playing for your country in a really important game, and so that was more his focus, was to be ready for if his number was called. Didn't want to get too far ahead of myself. Those players earned the right to be there, so you had to separate a bit from your own team and get ready. He got his work in practice. I kept an eye on that. But he needed to be fresh enough and worked enough to be ready to go in the net for Team Canada if his game was called. So that was first and foremost. We will catch him up here. He hadn't played in a while, so I knew that part would be exciting to him. We want to get back in the net. He's a competitive guy. We'll see where it leads with his workload here going forward. But that was the only conversation. The biggest one we had about Vegas was Friday on the plane home was like, do you feel like you'd be ready to play, or do you need some time? Because emotional. He wanted to get right back in the net, so that's how we made our decision.
Ken, and Jesse.
Ken Volpe's in the Vegas. Last couple of games before the break, and then in this one, it seems like teams are starting to kind of back off Stone when he's got the puck on power play. First, am I seeing that correctly? Are you seeing that? And then secondly, what's the adjustment to kind of fix that?
So tonight, they covered his outlets is what their forward ran back door with Pav, right? So the low play through the crease wasn't going to be there if they read it quick, which we've seen against a number of teams where Pav gets that shot from the weak side low. They kind of shrunk into the middle on Hurdle. I think there was an opportunity to hit it quick, but they had good sticks too. The play eventually was through the seam to Hanifin. He kind of slides in the back or move Hurdle like we did in Boston, into Pav's spot as there was a switch. So we didn't make that quick enough, to be honest. Yeah, we did hit Hanifin, I think, in the second power play, so there was some. And I think then it has to go back to Jack, and he walks up higher and looks for a play to Hanifin or a shot to the net, and just put Stoney net front for a screen. So those are the adjustments you can make. I think Jack did try to shoot it through the screen once. It got blocked and went into the netting. Hanny had a chance. We never really got it into. I think one went into Hurdle. So it's a tough part. You still want to be true to what made you successful without over-forcing it, but you may have to take a shot in there, and we did. And one got through to him. We didn't get the goal from it. The other ones did. Then you come out of the period, you could talk to them a little more at length. Okay, next one. There never was a next one. So unfortunately, we made adjustments on the bench that we saw, but a lot's happening. It's always easier between periods to sort of walk through with everybody. But that's what happened. I thought we still had some decent looks, but we need to do a better job when you get three in a row. And I also give their goalie credit. I mean, he played pretty well, and we did. It wasn't like we had nothing, and we were not executing well. We just didn't make the lots of play.
Last one, Jesse.
Jesse Granger, The Athletic, on Saad with Stone. We saw Stone, how much success he had with Chandler Stevenson's speed through the ice. And obviously, Saad's on the wing, but is that speed part of why you like that combo? And do you think that could be a long-term thing?
Yes, Stoney's always good with speed. Howie brings it in the middle. Saad will have it on the left. I've said this from day one. Our intention going into September was to see how it looked with William Karlsson. And we're almost in March. We still haven't seen much of it. So hopefully they're healthy at the same time and we can get a look at it. That allows us to balance it better. We know what he can do with Jack. We saw them at the start. Hurdle's line's fine, I think, the way it is. So that's kind of what we're looking for. But yes, we want speed with Stoney, and we're just not sure how it's going to land right now. But Saad certainly brings that. So I think it could be a good fit. Who's going to go in the middle? Time will tell.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you.
What's going on, everybody? Jose View with Straight Bet Sports. It's a wrap. 3-1 final. Vegas Golden Knights beat the Vancouver Canucks. First game back from the break. Didn't look too bad. Goals from Ivan Barbashev and Brandon Saad. Good way to start the little return here. Once again, live from T-Mobile Arena. Jose View with Straight Bet Sports. I greatly appreciate you guys. If you like this live stream, please like, please share, drop that comment. We'll go from there. Hit the subscribe button. Let everyone know what you want to join tonight. Greatly appreciate you. I'll be bringing you guys a lot more of this moving forward throughout the rest of the season. I know no one's really doing it, so why not give it a shot? I hope you guys like it. Bringing you guys a little bit something different, not just the regular stuff you're seeing on TV, just what the normal conversation is like behind the scenes. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Once again, Jose V with Straight Bet Sports. I am out live once again in T-Mobile Arena, final 3-1 Vegas Golden Knights. Peace.